Are you interested yet? Back at you with the professor whoopsh, whoopsh, for some whoopsh, English lessons. Today we're going to talk about the police. Oh, dang, 911, call the police. Okay, so I've been reading lots of different ways to call the police, different slang terms. This is the biggest problem with learning slang if you do not have English as your American English as your native tongue. Is you're gonna read that there's many different ways to say the police, and they're all slang. There's fuzz, there's 5-0. There's the po-po. Sure, those words exist, and there's a small subset of people who kind of might say them. But the other term you're going to see there is cops. You're going to see police, and you're going to see cops, you're going to see po-po, you're going to see fuzz, you're going to see 5-0, and you're just going to not know which one to use. It's simple for me because I listen to it and I hear it. Those po-po and 5-0, sure, whatever. But the correct answer is cops. It's the cops. Oh no, it's the cops. Someone call the cops. It's that simple for me. It's not simple for you because everyone writes every little possible slang term that could call the police. That's not helpful when there's actually one dominant slang term which everyone uses, which is the cops. That's it. And that's the problem with so many other words. Is that, yes, the rich English language has so many different ways to say so many different words, but generally there is one dominant word that people say as the slang. For police, it's cops. For other words, it's something else. It just drives me crazy if people are researching what slang to learn and they're memorizing po-pos, fuzz, 5-0, and cops with the equal level of intensity when they really shouldn't learn the first three because they're just not said and they just need to learn cops. There's so much to learn in the English language. And there's so many extraneous terms like the fuzz or the po-po that just get in the way of learning cops. I want you to learn the main, most universal slang term for everything, and there's generally just one, and you move on. I want you to leave the other ones behind. They exist, but they aren't useful. They get in the way because there's just too many. Don't learn them all. Don't. Just learn cops. That's it. Learn cops. It's easy. Don't worry about those other terms. Just don't. You may hear it in a movie or someone speaking strangely, but it's not common at all. It's never used. Ugh. So many of these learning internet sites that say, "Ooh, this is the slang for the police, the po-po." Yeah, but no, just don't. You're wasting your time. Just learn cops. Learn cops well, and that's it. And then move on to the next thing. There's so many other words that you need to be learning besides the third, fourth, fifth, sixth definitions because it's really not, it's like first place is cops, and then second place there isn't. It's just like fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth place are those other ones. They're not important. It drives me crazy when people think that it's important to learn the terms that really aren't used in the everyday life. Oh, what's the movie called from that guy from New Girl? It's Let's Be Cops. It's not Let's Be Popo. Oh, there's that movie Hot Fuzz. Yeah, I get it. Well, maybe it doesn't matter. It's the only time I've really heard it. It doesn't matter. Learn cops. With all these other terms, the terms that I'm telling you are the ones that I've distinguished as the most predominantly universally used terms. And there's so much beautiful slang to learn in English that people waste their time learning the unimportant, non-usable words because Berlitz.com has it listed. The people who make these lists are just listing them. They're not listing them with priority or how much people use them. It's insane. It's insane. Just learn cops. That's it. It's the cops. Oh no. Someone call the cops. They don't say, they'll say the police, and if they want to use slang, they'll say cops. That's it. Learn for every slang where they say there's 4 or 5 different ways to say it, almost always there's one dominant winning way to say it. With police, it's cops. With so many other words, English is very rich and there's lots of different ways to say things, but you need to learn the most common slang variation. And the professor is who will teach you that. Don't waste your time with anything else. Yeah.